Tonight's event is one of the first inaugural events for the Broward Sheriffs Advisory Council. Is sponsoring a fundraiser. It's a 501c3. It's to raise money for our fallen officers and firemen, including wounded firemen and officers, where we help support their families if something happens to them on the job. We are raising money to help the families on fallen officers, but more importantly, we are now raising money to try to protect the officers by buying better bulletproof vests, guns for the trunks. We're looking to buy better flashlights, things of that nature that helps them in their tour. We were trying to raise enough money to continue to buy these, because I don't think anybody knows this, but the police officers have to buy their own weapons, they have to buy their own ARs, and if they have a carbine rifle, they have to put it in the trunk, they have to buy their own. So we're an organization that's going to try to assist them to buy items to help them during their jack spares.
We want to let the community know that the community does so much for us and we do so much for the community, but oftentimes, well, not oftentimes, but times, men and women go to work and it ends up becoming their end of watch, their last shift, and Murphy visits and tragedy occurs and some families are left without a dad or without a mom, and we just want people to know that, and we want to know that these families still need to be taken care of.
Ladies and gentlemen, would you please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance? Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. At this time, I'd like to introduce a very special person to sing the national anthem, Savannah Madison.
Oh, sing, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we'd hailed as the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fights o'er the ramparts we'd watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Good evening, everyone. When you come out to Alligator Ron's ranch out here, you're assured of two things: a great time, and Ron's going to do something to honor America. He believes, as I do, that our rights and freedoms are actually protected by people who wear camouflage clothing in their far-off places. So to the military and the people who protect our nation, we're humbled and we're grateful. It's going to be a great night, but I am here tonight on behalf of myself and the men and women from the Broward Sheriff's Office with a heavy heart. Unfortunately, this coming Monday, we're going to say so long to a 25-year veteran of the Broward Sheriff's Office, Sergeant Vinny Scatino, who succumbed to a 8-month battle with brain cancer. Vinny leaves a wife and 2 small children. I hope and I know you will keep him in your prayers. I'd like now to take a moment of silence, not only for Vinny, but for every fallen hero in our military, fire rescue, detention, and law enforcement who's given the ultimate sacrifice. Because as they say, the Navy SEALs have a monument up in Virginia, and it says, some did really give all. And some of us did give all, and they lost their lives and gave the ultimate sacrifice. For them, I ask for a moment of silence. Thank you.
Well, howdy, everybody. Are you having a good time? Well, I hope so, because the gates are locked, okay? And, but I want you to know that me and Allie and our family is very, very honored to host this event for Top Cops and for the families that have lost loved ones. And you know something, it's all about, you know, there's that song, it's all about me. Well, it's really not all about me. It's all about all of you that have come here to support all these families and to support the law enforcement and firefighters that protect us every day. And you know something? Freedom is so important, and freedom is really not free. We've had wars for many, many years throughout the world to protect us, our armed services, our law enforcement, our firefighters. So this is a great evening. I hope everyone enjoys yourself tonight. We enjoy celebrating the old Florida cracker culture, the cowboy culture, which the first cowboy in America originated in Florida. So out here in the beautiful Everglades, one of the natural wonders of the world, we're so honored to have you out here. And one other announcement, when it gets dark, the alligators come up into this area, so just be a little careful, and the rattlesnakes, and just let them know that you know Alligator Ron and Allie, and you'll be just fine. But enjoy yourself, a good time for a good cause.
Ron, don't go away. We have a couple things for you, but before we give you those items, we have something special for Allie. We'd like to present Allie with this little token of our gratitude and appreciation. What we're going to give Alligator Ron Bergeron now is a couple of things. On behalf of the co-chairman, Ed Collins and Jim Levy, and myself, and all of the, thank you, and all of the members of the Broward Sheriffs Advisory Council, we'd like to present Alligator Ron with this award.
I've known Ron for over 30 years, and you see the size of his ranch? Trust me when I tell you this, his heart is way bigger.
He's a wonderful individual, and what he has given us, this ranch for the evening, that this is his home, and he is a gentleman that builds all our roads. He builds 595. He's building a tunnel in Miami, so he's giving back, and he will do this for the next couple of years. He committed himself for the next few years to offer his ranch for a fundraiser.
A friend of mine made this. There's only going to be one ever made, and that was made especially for you.
Again, on behalf of my co-chairman, Ed Collins, Jim Levy, myself, and all of the members of the Broward Sheriffs Advisory Council, we'd like to present Sheriff Scott Israel with this award.
With the cowboy hat on tonight, a lot of people are confusing Ron and I. They think we're twins, but we're actually not. But I just wanted to, first of all, I wanted to thank Ron and Allie for opening up this beautiful, beautiful venue to us. It's fantastic. We appreciate it. I wanted to thank the men and women from the Broward Sheriff's Office who came out tonight and for protecting this county day in and day out. We all know what you do, and we appreciate it. And I want to thank, last but not least, the Broward Sheriffs Advisory Council. Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you a little bit about what they do. Not only are they there for the families of firefighters, detention deputies, or law enforcement deputies that lose their lives in the line of duty. For example, this past summer, unfortunately, Danny Rivera, a deputy for the Broward Sheriff's Office, was involved in a car accident and lost his life in an on-duty accident. Immediately, the Broward Sheriffs Advisory Council was arranging for his family to come down from New York and did everything they could to make this traumatic experience as palatable as possible for the family. In the years that the Broward Sheriffs Advisory Council has been in existence, they've given out hundreds of thousands of dollars in scholarships to young boys and girls who lost their moms and dads in the line of duty. This past Christmas, hundreds and hundreds of kids not only went on a yacht ride up and down the intercoastal, and Bob Norman, if you're visiting, it was on duty, so that was okay. But basically, these phenomenal people provided Christmas presents, bicycles, to kids who never would have had a Christmas. And then they went on to feed 20,000 people Christmas time in some of the areas of Broward County where people have less. So what the Broward Sheriffs Advisory Council does day in and day out is amazing. And I wanted to say, how do you describe the Broward Sheriffs Advisory Council? And then when I was driving in tonight, it's funny how things work. I saw the Jim Robertson's huge crane, and in typical Jim Robertson fashion, he had Old Glory on it, talking about our country, and you see that big, beautiful American flag, and it's people like the Broward Sheriffs Advisory Council and people like you here tonight who really do make this the land of the free and the home of the brave. Thank you very much.
So now it is party time. So eat, drink, and enjoy the evening.
There's a whole lot of people out there like me. Gun-toting guitar pickers like me. Four-wheel drives, 45s. You know a country boy will survive. There's a whole lot of people out there like me. I stay up late writing country songs to the tune of a broken heart. Shot a Jim Beam in the key of D. It's how these songs get their start. Some folks hate it when you sing about the truth, but the truth don't bother me. The truth is life's just a country song. That's the way things are supposed to be. And there's a whole lot of people out there like me. Out there and gun-toting guitar players like me. Four-wheel drive survive. And there's a whole lot of people out there like me. Hey, there's a whole lot of people out there like me. Here we go. In this crazy world, I know I ain't on top. But when the good Lord comes, I'm gonna have a hell of a ball. 'Cause there's a whole lot of people out there like me. God-fearing, and gun-toting guitar pickers like me. Four-wheel drives, 45s. You know a country boy will survive. And there's a whole lot of people out there like me. There's a whole lot of people out there like me. There's a whole lot of people out there like me.
First of all, we've been around, the Broward Sheriffs Advisory Council has been around for 22 years, and nobody really knows that this organization exists, including the officers. So this is to bring the Sheriff's Department to know more about this fundraising 501c3 opportunity.
Because when somebody loses their life in a line of duty, the family needs some immediate assistance. And this is a group that can come in and step in and provide that immediate assistance and support. Of course, other assistance will be coming through insurance policies and other entities, but that comes down the road. It doesn't come right away. So the advisory council is the ones that step up, and they're there right away at the time of immediate need.
The advisory council, they're like a rock. You always know you could go to them. We went to them and we told them that we had a family whose son had just an honored deputy who's got lost his life in a car accident, and the family needed to fly down, and they didn't have the financial wherewithal. The Broward Sheriffs Advisory Council, they got the family down. The family were able to stay at hotels, and what was the worst week of their lives, somehow was a little bit better with the fact that they could reach out and make them not go into their wallets or not be able to not be there. So it's, just they did great things.
I think that this is one of the most biggest supporting fans for law enforcement in Broward County. The Advisory Council has given us a lot, and to support them here at this event is just big.
Our big focus is officer and deputy safety, and anytime there's an opportunity for us to support our officers who every day put their life on the lines, and to be able to raise money for those families of the fallen, for the individuals who paid the ultimate sacrifice, that's our mission. And so this event is a tribute to those who paid the ultimate sacrifice in law enforcement and our firefighters.
Top Cop is all about, the families that have lost family members, protecting our safety and our freedom, and from law enforcement to firefighters, and we're just totally honored to be able to host such an event for the benefit of the families that have lost family members, and tremendously honored.
The concept that when someone does this type of job, they put everything on the line, and this group really stands behind all the firefighters, police officers, detention deputies, and it's a comforting and supportive feeling to know that people and citizens want to get involved that way and support their public servants in the area.
So what are some things everyone can expect tonight?
Well, we've got a good band here, and also we got Don Maines, which is he'll do a demonstration on mounted horseback shooting, and just enjoy the outdoors out here in the beautiful Everglades, and the saloon, which our saloon is the architecture from the 1880s, and everything in that saloon is original from the 1880s.